Hello, I'm Jashykins, and it's holy shit. This episode of Fringe was. I am, of course, reviewing the Fringe episode entitled An Origin Story. Ah, wow! I had to take like 30 minutes to recover from what I just saw because it's like wow. So I really enjoyed this episode and hated it at the same time. So it seems that with the death of his daughter, Peter Bishop has gone nutso. He's nutso. Nutso. And at the end, he's like, if I had the same tech in my head, I could be 10 times more powerful than you. Which, of course, since I'm a former Star Wars fan, brings me back to Anakin Skywalker, who's like, I can be more than basically saying the same thing. And if you notice, listen, Peter Bishop, those saying I'm going to be more powerful than you storylines usually don't end well for the person who says them. Yeah, so have we started to see the downhill fall of Peter Bishop? Since he's going insane, is he going to be well enough to recover and become good again? Because as it stands now, he might totally go psycho and lose his shit completely. He already lost his shit in this episode. He might just lose it completely. Yeah. But we sort of saw hints of him being an observer from, I think it was the Comic-Con before Season 4, in between Season 3 and Season 4. And Joshua Jackson, the actor who plays Peter Bishop, went dressed as an observer. Yeah, so, yeah, he's probably known about this for a while. Or else, why did he pick that wardrobe? So the thing is he going to totally go into observer mode and lose all feeling? Maybe. Because then the title would make sense, an origin story of the observers. Or the origin stories of the supervillain known as Peter fucking Bishop. But anyways, other things happened besides Peter Bishop going nutso and the observers. The whole thing this week was stopping a shipment from the future. That didn't go out so well. They spent all this time figuring out a way to stop it, and the observers, like on the other side, must have not been phased. So Rev Resner thinks that they went to a different universe, and since he points out since the observer was saying that Peter was doing everything on intuition, that he wanted to destroy the other universe. Yeah, so maybe he destroyed the Redverse? Yeah, and everyone in the family sort of dealt with Eda's death differently. Peter, as mentioned before, went psycho. Olivia just tried to build up walls, but, she decided to not build walls later and let the raw emotions flow through her. That sounds Star Warsy. Flow through her. Walter Bishop decided to take the perfume to sort of remind him of Eda. And Astrid is cool, man. She's like not phased at all. You're just like, well, I guess I better carry on. She is awesome. Yeah. Also, who built the observers? The observer tech, and why? Was Peter really the first observer and decided to build more observers, and then the observers turned on their creators? I really, really can't wait to see that, of who created the observers, because now it's confirmed they're a piece of technology. But the question is, who created them? And the letters this week spelled out fight, and that was shown really clearly through Peter. And through Peter, because he fought everything. He's seeming to fight his humanity too. Olivia is fighting against building up walls to let the emotions flow through her. Walter is fighting just to figure everything out. I don't know about Astrid, and of course the Resistance has to fight the observers, and with the death of Etta, she seems to have become the symbol to fight. And you know how we thought that, well, at least I thought that Peter choosing this Olivia was important because of Etta? What if, I'm just throwing this theory out here. What if Etta is important merely because Peter made her important, put her as the face of the Resistance? So it's just basically Peter has to choose this Olivia because everything was passed down through stories and legends. Maybe that's the reason. Of course, it comes to the fact of why the observers chose the blue verse in this particular timeline. So yeah, a lot of questions there. I just think that it all really comes down to who the observers are made from and why they're doing what they're doing. Really fucking confusing. I feel that if we learned that might answer a few of the questions, of course, opening up more questions. So yeah. Let's see, what else? So, the observer was very calm and cool and collected and basically said that Peter didn't know jack shit because he was misreading signs because he wanted to see things. It was a great argument between the observer and Peter. I just like those scenes between those two. Really good. And of course, I think Olivia has the best line of this episode. It's the point when Peter and Olivia are fine observers, and it ends with Olivia pointing a gun at an observer, and she goes, "Yeah, it's that kind of gun." I was just like, awesome! You have fighting Olivia and a great one-liner. Awesome job. So yeah, this was a really intense episode. Highly, highly intense. I got teary-eyed through some parts, especially at the beginning. The beginning, they decided to start with sadness and show us how everyone's reacting to Etta's death. And then all the tension between Peter losing himself and Peter just lost himself. And with next week's sort of preview, it looks awesome. So basically, Walter must have created this pocket universe while high. That is seriously how that shit looks. It's like, oh yeah, Peter at Walter and Brown Betty again. Good work, guys. So yeah. And with next week's episode, I'm sort of also worried about Astrid because it seems like Astrid might be getting hurt, and I hope she doesn't get killed because she's actually a very important and highly underrated character. So I hope she does well. And I am Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me outside of my blog or Twitter, my blog or YouTube to talk about Fringe, you can do so at facebook.com/jashykinsfanpage or on Twitter at jashykins. If you're watching this on the YouTube, subscribe, like, comment below. If you're viewing this on my blog, thank you just for watching. And leave a comment below, of course. And if you want to help support this wonderful, wonderful blog, you can do so by, you see the donate box? You can donate in one of two ways so far. You can use the handy-dandy donate button and donate some mun-muns. Or you can go to the cafe, press shop, and donate mun-muns by buying some items. Choice is yours. You probably won't choose either. And until next video, goodbye.